All right, hello there everybody. Daniel here again. We are back with the straw challenge and we are going to introduce these straws today. We're going to show you a couple different things with setting up just some consumer research so we can see what people are searching for. We're going to use a couple tools for that. We're going to set up a Twitter account. I'm going to introduce you to what we're going to do for this challenge to see if we can actually sell some of these straws. And then we're going to use a tool called bubble.io, which is one of my favorite rapid prototyping tools. So we will show you all that today. So I'm just going to show you my process, what I do. We'll talk it through, and we're trying to hit about an hour and a half deadline today, because at 5 p.m. Australian Standard Time is whenever we can have this particular item. So let me show you what we are trying to sell or get people to react to one way, shape, or form or another. So for my colleagues there at the Smart Hub, I was given a nice quick little package in Oz Post, which is great. And in the package came these particular straws. So it's a nice little canvas bag, which is great, environmentally friendly. And inside of it are 5 cool little things. So what do we have? So number one, we have 4 bamboo straws that are naturally made. So there's no plastics or anything like that. And we get 4 of these bamboo straws, which are great for your milkshakes. They are great for thick shakes, whatever you have. And I've got a hypothesis or a guess that we may be able to get some bubble or boba tea through that. So what we're going to do is, if I can let you see sort of what the diameter of that is. That would maybe let a small pearl or a small boba in there. And so here's what I propose is there's some really cool guys that are doing a product called Pizza Roulette. And since we're not doing, I forgot to show you this. So since we're environmentally friendly, if we use these for any particular products or whatnot, we also have to clean them. So instead of just soaking them or something like that, it actually comes with this really good brush that you can throw in there, clean with your favorite eco-friendly detergent and whatnot, and that's a pretty tight fit on that one. So I'll use my dominant hand on that one, and wow, this one's really in there. I don't want to, it shouldn't break because it's bamboo, and let's see if I get a little bit of a grip with the, yeah, there we go. So yeah, you just put it in there, clean it, all that other stuff. So there, so you get the nice little cleaning wand, you get 4 of the bamboo straws, which are eco-friendly, and then you get the nice little canvas case, which goes great for maybe a night out on the town if you're drinking margaritas or something like that and don't want the straws. So there we go. This is really our goal, what we're trying to create. So I want to show you how I do consumer research and see if there's a way that we can find what people are searching for. So we're gonna show you some of the tools that I use, and we'll go forward from there. So let me throw my picture on so that you can see what we have, and we'll go forward from there. So let me do that real quick for you. And here we go. So if you remember, we have our straw challenge. So let's go ahead and put our goals for this particular stream for what we have, and let me refresh. And I'll just copy and paste from what the agenda says on the particular website. So so we're going to do some research. So let's put our task in here. So our parking lot did really good. So we are going to so for the straw challenge, we're going to do consumer research on Google, Twitter, SERPstat. That's a paid tool that I use. Next thing that we're going to come over here and do is get a domain, purchase a domain, and next couple things we're gonna. I wonder if I can copy and paste these. That'd be actually pretty cool. It does, but doesn't let me do that. So I'll just backspace out of that. Got that. And Google Analytics will be our friend as we do this on the Bubble and on the WordPress site. So straw challenge, Okay, so let me show you these really cool guys and what they're doing, and I think we may be able to take some inspiration from them, and we may be able to figure out if there's a way that we can do what they're doing, but make it maybe bubble tea or something like that. So let me show you these guys, and if we stay on until about 5 o'clock, we'll actually see their process. So what these guys down in Brisbane do is they have pizza roulette, and what they do is everybody pays $2 up to 15 people, and what happens is one of the spinning wheel, whenever 15 people are there, the wheel spins, and then one out of the 15 people that paid just $2 gets like a $15, $20 pizza, which is pretty cool if you ask me. So I think we could be able to do the same thing, but instead of pizza, what happens if we use Uber Eats to deliver boba? And in a couple days after we do that, we can also go ahead and ship these out same day if we place an order before noon. So I want to try to see if there's a way that we can recreate this concept, because I like it. Odds are we can't in the time allotted because I have some other obligations I've got to do, but we're going to give it a try. So first thing we want to do, we want to see if somebody else is doing something like this, or what people's sentiment are about boba tea. So again, hypothesis is, can we intrigue people on Twitter enough to engage in a new social media profile that's something like the boba challenge or the bubble tea challenge or bubble tea roulette, something like that. They pay $2, and then the wheel spins, and if they're selected, we will dispatch same day, if they ask for it, a drink of their choice, maybe 2 drinks, we'll see. Depends on what the numbers look like. But let's see what people's sentiment is around bubble tea. So a website you can use is trends.google.com. Now, they don't tell you the search volume or anything like that, but they do tell you interest over time, and everything is ranked in reference to whenever the peak is for that time. So for instance, right now, here's what they're saying is going on: football, American football. But let's come over here and let's search for bubble tea. So past 12 months, it looks like it's definitely on the rise, which is cool, but that's in the United States. So let's come down to Australia, because that's what our challenge is going to be. Somehow it peaked around the first of the year, which is pretty cool. But let's see what the past 5 years. I think it's going to be an upward trend. So we have a growth market here, which is pretty cool. It's not going really big, but it looks like back in, and what this dot is, and everything, each one of these data points are based upon this high peak right there, whatever that turns out to be. So that's definitely not, so on July the 9th through the 15th, for some reason, that's the 100% mark, and everything below there is the search volume. So it's saying that last week or week ending yesterday, that it's 58% of that high peak. That's probably 75%. So I'm liking that. I'm liking that a lot better than 2017. So that's cool. So that's bubble tea. Let's see what people say about boba. Although it may have peaked around the Star Wars, but that's still an upward trend, which is what I like. What was happening? I wonder what was happening this particular week in, when is that, 2015? I bet a Star Wars story came out or something like that. But we'll see. Okay, so we've got this. So this is saying that 66% of this high peak point over time, which is 2015, so I'm okay with that. Let's see what Twitter says, because that's the platform that we have to use for this challenge. So if we come over here and, we need to tell people what we're doing on Twitter. So let's come over here. Let's grab our friendly link about what we're doing. Looking into a follow along as we build in public a quick website to buy a chance to win boba for bubble tea. Watch agenda, and let's just go back to our agenda, and it's going to be over limit. So let's say consumers on bubble versus bubble tea. So let's just do that. Pick a domain. There we go. Quick website to always double read your tweets. Follow along as we build in public. A quick website to buy a chance to win boba or bubble tea. Watch agenda, research. Perfect. Let's see what we have. Okay, so now let's do some research. So I've already started playing around, but let's see what happens if we come over here and we look for bubble tea. So if we just search bubble tea, what it's doing right now is it's searching the entire internet's search history for bubble tea on Twitter. That is everywhere across the world. But there's this cool little trick you can do, and you can lock it down geographically. So you've got a couple options. So number one, you put the ... there, click on advanced search, and it will ask us where we're looking for bubble tea. And then you can come down here and you can say, hey, you can do location. Let's see, do they have locations? Language, these hashtags, they took it away from here, but let's see what happens if we do, that's weird, search advanced. Let's see if they give us a different, so that's still doing that, but we want location, and they don't have location. But I'm going to show you how to do it. Minimum likes, minimum retweets, that's great. Okay, so let's come over here. So let's do bubble tea, and if you use the keyword near, N-E-A-R, and then an airport code, like B&E is Brisbane, we can come there and we can see the top people that are doing it. My heart skips a beat when I hear the bubble tea store call out my order. She did that on August 24th, which is last week. She may be a candidate for us. If we click on it, we'll find out she is in Brisbane. So we may be able to connect with her. Hopefully it's a real account, we'll see. But we'll just see and see what happens. Bubble tea and shoe shopping, boss took them out. But if we do latest, these are the real people in real time that are coming out in Brisbane talking about bubble tea. So 27th, 26th, so 24th, so it looks to be about one a day. What happens if we do this for boba, B-O-B-A? 19 hours ago, they need boba tea, 26, June, so Brisbane prefers bubble tea. So now let's do Sydney. And there's probably boba tea, so that's somebody's account name. August 28th, they're pretty popular. Can we get minus Y-U-A-S-N-I-T-F-A? I'm trying to see with the minus sign if I can get rid of them. No, I can't. Let me try one other thing. Nope, that didn't work. Because they're messing up my feed. So all the people, this person, okay, so 22nd. Something went wrong. Let's see if it lets us do it. So boba tea, July 30th, so not bubble tea near Sydney. Latest 3 hours, 4 hours ago. Bubble tea gets through life. She's going to be a customer of ours. She doesn't know it yet, but she will be. Okay, so it looks like bubble tea. Let's do Melbourne, MEL, and let's see what happens. Hello Australians, where you get your bubble tea supplies from. Sure, Bubble Tea Club is more of a, I have no idea what that means. 18 hours, so it looks like bubble tea is what we need to do. I'm okay with that. The last one that we'll do is, so I have a subscription to the service called SERPstat, and you can put in a keyword and it tells you what the pay-per-click is doing, how many search volumes, items like that. So I'll show you what we have for this. So I'm going to search for bubble tea, google.com.au. I think there's even a free version of this one, but I have the paid one. And it's saying that the monthly volume for bubble tea is 60,000. So bubble tea, tea with bubbles, cost per click is $1. That's not too bad. But we can't do anything on Google for what we're going to propose doing. But it looks like Facebook's a really big popular one. Bubble tea supply, that's hilarious. Competitor graph, so it looks like people are getting Tea Talks Australia, bubbleteaclub.com.au. I wonder who they are. What was that? Bubbleteaclub.com, bubbleteaclub.com.au. And let's see what they're doing. Matcha tea kit, that's pretty cool. I wonder if on here, brown sugar toppings, let's see on their accessories if they have a fat bubble tea straw. They've got a steel one, reusable metal straws. I wonder how much that they charge for shipping. Let's see. Add to cart. Let's see how much. I bet they'll charge like $8 for shipping. Add to. Is their website working? Ooh, this is good. They also bought. Nope, don't need any of that. Did I add it to the cart? Why can't I add to cart? Reusable straws added to cart, but there's nothing up here in the cart. Now I'm probably gonna have like 3 in there because I clicked it 3 times. So yep, got that. So we'll bring it back down to 1. Give us a note. Let's see. Check out. It says shipping is calculated next. Actually, let's come back to is shipping calculated throughout. Shipping policy, pickup time, rah rah rah. Oz Post, some COVID restrictions, free shipping there, standard rate, so it's $10. So that's a $24 boba straw. So Amazon, so we know that's the maximum we'll pay. So let's go to amazon.com.au and let's see if there is a boba bamboo straw, boba or bubble. There's a stainless steel version of what we have. So they've got the big one. I wonder if our provider has a big one. Let me see if I can find my straw. My straw provider. So hold on. Let me see if I can find this. Just a second. So my question is, does my provider for these have a big boba straw? That's my question. Let me go to their website and see if they have this. I don't know if they do, but hopefully they do. If they do, that'll be great, but I'm not 100% sure. So just a second. And just a second. Looking at my provider. It's not a search. Odd. New products. So it doesn't look like they have that. So bamboo straw bubble tea. Let's see if somebody says it. Reusable boba straw. Free shipping over $50. So the other straw, set of 2. How do you sip your bubble tea sustainably with there's no missing size. They're reusable, lightweight, easy clean. You select between flat or punch-through bubble tea lids, flat straws. The length, the diameter is 12 to 14. What I have is not that, I don't think. So we know a set of 2 for this. Flat, add to cart, free shipping, so let me see. Let's see what shipping is. So let me bring this back over here and we'll look at it together. So $10, excluding shipping, 20% off your order. You know what? All orders will be processed at the most current exchange rate. But you're in Australia, right? AUD, that's great. Where are they? No, they're gonna maybe in, so they're the other straw. So how do we, let's see what shipping is. Hopefully shipping's like $5. I'll pay for the shipping for whoever orders these. The other straw. Let's see what the shipping calculated next step. Free shipping, whatever for orders on it, it's calculated at checkout. Free shipping for whatever excluding wholesale orders. How do you ship raw? So let's see. Example at example.com. Let's just see what the shipping is. John Public. Let's say 200 Key Street, Brisbane. Let's just see where this one is. Brisbane, I think that's 4,000. Continue to shipping. Queensland, come on. This is why we need the fast checkout, because this is ridiculous. Yeah, follow Dom, D-O-M-M on Twitter, whatever. So $7. So $17, okay, that's fine. Let's go back to, let's see what happens if we send it to a remote area. So if we send it to 100 Eagle Street, that's in Longreach, Queensland, 4730, that's right. Let's see what this one is. I bet it's going to be higher. So $11. Okay. Okay, so we know we'll pay between $7 and $11 if we do this one, maximum. But we'll see what happens. Okay, so we've got this. Okay, so we did our research. So we know we can get a boba straw that is, so it exists, which is cool. Bamboo reusable straw, 20 centimeters. Cleaning brush, that's like what we have, but I don't think they're big and thick. We want the really wide one so that as you're drinking it, the boba will come through. What is it? Bamboo straw boba. Ooh, $34. That's a lot. Yeah, very, very similar to what we have. Okay. So again, it looks like people, what did we say? Bubble tea is what people search for. Okay, so let's go ahead and go to the next one. And see what happens. So Tea Alive. Okay. See, people love this. See, this guy is actually doing exactly what we talked about. Okay, so we're going to call it bubble tea. So bubbletearoulette.com I think is what we need to buy. That's what I'm doing. So let's look at our to-do list. So we did our research, working on, let's just put a little note. Looks like Australia refers Do the pearls as bubble, not as boba. So to buy is bubbletearoulette.com. Let's see if we can do that. So here's my guess is I think we just need a quick landing page that we can build in Bubble. People can type their email address. We save that and then we pop up and say, hey, share more. And then we'll start it tomorrow. So I've got an exciting call at 8 o'clock in the morning to see if we can get the little roulette thing working. Maybe we do, maybe we don't, but right now I'm just interested in collecting and getting people excited. Because if we say, hey, you may be interested in this roulette thing for like $2 or something like that. And then if we do this interesting thing where we then can offer them to buy these straws, and if they like it enough, we'd be like double your chances or something like that if we do it. But we just really want to harness somebody's email address if they do it. So we did that. So Bubble Tea Roulette is it. And let's go ahead and buy that domain. So again, Namecheap is my go-to domain provider. So I'm going to come over here and we're going to do Bubble Tea Roulette. Bubble tea, let me make sure I spelled the word roulette correctly because sometimes I do not spell well. Roulette casino game, perfect. BubbleTeaRoulette.com, let's search that. And once we do that, hopefully no one's watching and is stealing and squatting on my, it's added to the cart, view item, and privacy reasons, I'm going to take this off as I pay so you don't have to be subjected to everything that I do. Go ahead and confirm the order, so that's great. Let me just go ahead and do this real quick. I'm sure you don't want to see my credit card. Use my... There we go. Continue with that. This is exciting. So Bubble Tea is what I'll show you does it. So next we want to set up the landing page and see what people are doing, and maybe even a Twitter and social media account, which I think would be pretty cool to do. Pay now, rah, that's great. Again, Namecheap is my go-to domain purchasing item. So subtotal, change, pay now. Ta-da! Okay, so we now have Bubble Tea Roulette. So now that we have that, let's go back over to our Bubble account that we have. Oh, wrong one. So come back over here. And so we did our research. Again, Pizza Roulette, love what those guys are doing. And we just may be able to make something similar. So let's come over here to bubble.io. So what Bubble is it's a pretty advanced system, more than WordPress, that allows you to create a very interactive experience. So there's some people that are building some amazing products on there. I'm building my next company on top of Bubble, and I'll show you just how easy and fun it could be. So we're going to come over here and we're going to, one thing that we can do is we're going to create a new app. The name of this app is going to be Bubble Tea Roulette. Let's start with a template. Maybe they make it easy. So it's a game, details, a quick way to buy a chance to have bubble tea delivered to your door. Building it myself, create a new app. And let's just see how easy or hard this could be. So number one, we want the menu, which is probably going to be, so if we come over here, basic site, responsive, things we need, is an about. We need a home. So the menu will have about, about how it works. And again, if we R&D or rip off and duplicate, let's see what Pizza Roulette does. Okay, so they just have their logo, Play Now. Well, let's just do Play Now too. How it works, Play Now, my account. All right, right, do they do anything else? Perfect, love it. Winners, ooh, so they've got a photo gallery, which is pretty cool. FAQ, which is probably what it is. Yeah, so let's just see if we can make this thing work. Let's get started. Let's see what it is. So what do you want to display in the browser? Bubble space T roulette. Next step. Perfect. What is the language? English. Will they do English AU? No. That's fine. Come on, computer, you can do it. Do you have a favicon? Click below. No, but I bet we can change that later. Do you think your app will need payment functionality? Yes, eventually it will, but not right now. But let's go ahead and install new plugins, and we probably want to search for the Stripe plugin. Install that and close that. So install plugin to install payment plugin. We did that. If you're using plugin, you'll have to enter your keys. Yep, we can do that. We've got that. Don't know if we'll need an API connector, but it's there. And go to last step. All right. And let's see what we have. So we should hopefully have a page here, but we don't. I thought it was, so we have an index. What's the home? I thought we would be getting a whole bunch of fun things to work with, but we don't. So we have a, let's see what happens if we go ahead and preview this. Should just be a blank page, maybe, I don't know. Oh, it took us somewhere, so it took us home. So it's fully responsive, not bad. We can put a little roulette thing there. Let's see. So, oh, look, there was our menu. Oh, let's see how we can change this. Okay, so we're in the home. Whole bunch of stuff there, but it's not letting me edit it. I wonder why. Oh, I bet it's doing, I bet those are our reusable elements. This may be a little bit too advanced for what we're trying to do, but let's see. So here are reusable elements. So let's see if we can change the header. So if we click on this, so the way the bubble is set up is you have this canvas you can drag around with, but you can also set up things that you're going to use, including a header. So if I click over here on the header, and instead of, if I come over here, these are all the items that they give us. So if we click on header, that should have been what we saw before. And let's click on the responsive view because I don't know what it's doing and not doing. Website, first items, logo height. Are they doing this? Group placeholder responsive. Let's double this. Transparent group. This may be a little bit too advanced. Let's see if they're doing it in the menus. If they have something. So website, cookies. Oh, you get to specify that. That's interesting. Ah, so you do everything from the database. That's pretty clever. Homepage block, active, list of entries. Let's see how they are doing this. Description, layout. Website, is there a menu in here? Menu. Nope, no menu there. Let's see what's going on in the app data. All feature backlogs, homepage block entries. Oh, that seems very complicated. Book a demo, contact us, active. So order, so what they're doing, I wonder if there's an admin view to this. So if we come over, is there a readme? Account, reset password, privacy policy, admin. So there is an admin. Let's see what happens if we do this. They may have given us a quick, easy way to do it. So let's preview this. We may not deal with this because it's a little bit difficult. So log in. Why won't it let me log in? Log in. It's pretty clever. So let's come over here to our data and see if we can. Ooh, I bet this is what we could. All users run as dev inactive, dev 2, dev inactive, yes. Does it give us, we need to see a, this seems overly complicated. Let's see what role is. And let's see if it'll do it. So role, standard, app admin, dev it. So let's run it as this and let's see what it gives us. Dashboard, settings, general, here's our logo. That's pretty cool. Can you, app name, it's going to be Bubble Tea Roulette. R-O-U-L-E-T-T, that's perfect. Can we edit email, SEO, social media, homepage? Okay, so that's fine. Left justified, that's fine. Gradient, oh, that's pretty clever. So, okay. So headline is you're the best bubble tea to you for just $2. Subheadline, a fun way to have bubble tea delivered to your door. Played nightly at 5. Play nightly 5 to 7 p.m. AEST. For Australian residents only. Okay. Pretty clever. So let's see what happens. So if we come over here and oh look, it's already updating it. How cool is that? Fun way to have bubble tea. Is it responsive out the gate? Oh, look at that. Isn't that just great? Oh, I am a fan. So now the question is, can we change that? Okay, well, let's go back to our to-do list. What were we doing? Menus. So we need to figure out a way to change the menus. Homepage modules. Do we get menus? Legal pages, styles, backlogs. Let's make sure we save updates. About, process, raw capabilities, pricing, a lot of stuff, so we'll probably delete those. let's make all these inactive. And it does it automatically. How cool is that? But we'll just do that. Did it start getting rid of these things? How it works? Oh, exactly what we needed. So use a template, create an app from a link, and add. Well, I don't know what a canvas portal is, but that seems pretty cool. So where is the menu items? Bubble tea roulette. Let's go with green. People like green. Right? So, oh, you know what we should do is grab our other green from the other day from, oh, wrong one. Yep, so we need that. We need that color. So come over here. The color we want is that one because now it matches, right? Yep, select that one. Perfect. Bubble tea roulette. Save changes. Let's see what she's doing and not doing. So where do we get the menu items? Enter your tagline there. Facebook image. Bubble tea. We're going to grab that, by the way, in just a second. Bubble. Twitter. Oh, so it's not doing that. So a lot of stuff in here. So backlog. What is backlog? That's pretty cool. Users. Don't know who these people are. App admin. So how can we change the menu items? Info. So here, let's add something over here. So bubble tea roulette. Create email address. That's something we need to do. So bubbletearoulette.com. Send grid error. This header value for content type is not correct. What does that mean? Save email. So this has a lot of built-in stuff. Maybe we don't want to do this. Maybe this is a little bit too much for us. I think it is. Sounds cool, but we can't figure out how to do certain things like change the menu, and we don't have SendGrid unless there's a free plan. SendGrid. Start for free. Let's see what that has. Yeah. Okay, so we have to decide. Do we continue going with something that looks interesting, but we don't have the ability to quickly find the menu? We can change that, can't we? Right. Oh yeah. I don't know. I think I want to keep with this. Let's find the menu. Let's find the menu. Styles, maybe? Why would they wouldn't put in styles, would they? No. Let's see what they're doing with the menu. So let's come over here to the design. Parent group, so general app data, rah. We'll go to the admin, and we're gonna go to home. Is there like a menu? Menu, focus group email. Menu, sign up, menu. So what's the header say? Should probably be a logo. So what is this? So if we double click on it, link home. So let's see what the workflow is. When user is logged in, we don't care about that. When user is logged in, make changes to current user, we don't care about that. I think this is too much for us to do. Menu item 1. Event name, menu item 1. Type of thing, hide, whatever. Group focus mini. Group focus mini. I think this is too much. Can we start over? Will it let us start over? Wait, yeah, actually I think it will. Template. Cool in theory, just too much work for the next hour that I want to get done. But welcome to development. You have to figure some of this stuff out. I've actually never seen that template before. But we may be able to use it as an example if we want to do some certain things. So let's click over here on the template. This template is whatever. This template is, all right. I don't like it, so we're going to go back home and we're going to see if it lets us delete it out. Bubble tea, roulette, run, share, delete. Let's delete. Wait, what happens if we edit? Oh, it takes you that. So let's delete it. Bubble tea roulette. Understand? Yep. Hopefully let's just recreate it because I like that name. Okay, so let's come back over here. Bubble tea roulette, start from a template. I tried to do the canvas starter, it didn't do so well. What are you building? It's a game, a way to quickly for $2 get bubble tea delivered to your door. Yep, creating it out. And let's just see what we can do in this one really fast. I wonder what other templates they have. Oh, they give us a boilerplate. There we go. That's a little bit nicer. Get started. Let's go through this again. Bubble tea roulette. And I spelled T wrong at the top. We want stripe. And then the next thing, install the connector, install, close, go to the last step. We're done. So similar thing, so here's what you can actually do. So this one is just point and click, which is what I was hoping it would be. So this is bubble tea roulette. Let's see what our pizza roulette guys are. So put in, so we'll come over here and we'll say, put in $2 for your chance to with 15 other Australians to get your chance of bubble tea delivered to your door. Ooh, they want that small. Unless, now here's the cool thing. So we don't need that, so we get it down. Move this down a little bit. And then we'll come here. Is that going to be multi-line? Yep, there we go. That's great. Every night from 5 to 7 p.m. AEST, you'll be able to join other people in Australia to get your favorite bubble tea delivered to your door. Okay, now we have to let's put this where delivery is available. Because we don't want somebody getting upset with us if we can't actually deliver, which is probably going to happen. So let's make that a little bit wider. And then if we come down here, so the dot's telling us that there's more there. Let's make this slightly bigger, push this down a little bit more. And then if we keep on dragging this, where's the dot? Why isn't the where available? Is available. Okay, bubble tea roulette. So we don't need this. So this is the header. So if we go ahead and preview this, what happens? Let's see how responsive this is out the door. Bubble tea roulette. There we go. That's great. There's our picture. So we're going to put a roulette wheel right there. Okay, so I like this. So, okay, so let's go and find elements.envato.com. Let's see if we can find some bubble tea or something like that. Bubble tea. So we get a couple options. Let's see if we can find a bubble tea. Bubble tea, oh, that's good. Got a whole bunch of images there. Graphic templates, that's great. 3D, actual tea, not what we want. I wonder if we can find bubble present. I wonder if there is a graphic that looks like bubble tea. Let's see, that's pretty interesting. I wonder if we were to take that, can we get rid of, let's download it. Let's see what happens. So this is our straw challenge. Actually, let's make a new one. Create a new project. TPJ, bubble tea roulette. Oh, need to check. I doubt anybody's doing anything and commenting on us. Okay, so let's come over here. So we downloaded that. And let's see, where did my bubble tea go? So there that is. We'll come back over here, main files, PNG AI. So if we come over here, open in Inkscape, And again, what our goal is to see if we can replace this image with bubble tea, and we need a roulette wheel. So let's see if we can find a little roulette wheel. ROULETTE. And we don't want a video. We want a graphic. So, because I'd like to put the bubble tea behind some roulette. Just a quick little graphic that looks like that. That's not what we want. Roulette. Wonder if is there a roulette wheel here? No. How many do you get? So there's 90. Ooh, this looks interesting. Let's download these. Bubble tea roulette. Let's see what we can do with this. Okay, import this. Zoom out a little bit. These should let us come in here and delete those. There we go. I bet these, are they grouped together? Right click, ungroup. That's great. Can I get rid of this? I want to get rid of, oh, there we go. Get rid of that. I don't want the green things, so I'll probably need to ungroup again. Oh, no, can't do that. Why can't I do that? Right click. No, it's letting me group it. Oh, there's the black thing. Ooh, this is going to be interesting. Can I get rid of the circle? We can leave it, because that could be actually our roulette wheel. Let's find our roulette wheel. Casino icons. AI, that's good. Let's see which one we want. Casino games is probably what we want. Is there a roulette? Roulette wheel. Is this what we want? Sorta. I actually don't like that one. I was hoping it would have something better. Let's see if this 90 icons has a roulette wheel. Why wouldn't they show you the rest of them? Roulette. So they have a roulette. Okay, fine. Let's download it. Let's see what happens. All free, courtesy of the Elements by Envato. Again, best $200. Well, some of the best $200 I spend on a regular basis. Okay, because really what we want is that blue icon. We want a roulette wheel behind there, or sort of off center, and then we call it quits. So AI, let's see what happens. Open with, and let's go with, again, Inkscape is what we want. That's our free open source version of Adobe Illustrator. Saves you a little bit of money, so you don't have to do anything. Ooh, we got to see which one we want. So we want the roulette wheel. Is that our roulette wheel? That didn't look like a really good roulette wheel. Cards. Oh, is that our roulette wheel? Sorta. Wait, what number was that? 32? 32. 32 is winning so far. Uh-oh. That could be our Bobo. So 32, let me write these down because I will forget. 32, 43, 32 is the wheel. 43 is the cup. Okay. A little bit more to go through. Again, roulette wheel is what we're doing. You know what? This could be, we want 57 because that's the bill. Put $2 there, which would actually work out pretty well. Looks like roulette. What number was that? It's 62 is a wheel again. 66 is a hand with bill. Not that many more. 83, win big. There's all of them. Thanks guys for letting me know that was there. This should have been the first one, but whatever. Oh, now we get to see if what we thought was actually a roulette wheel was a roulette wheel. Jackpot. So we went the dollar bills. That's definitely European roulette. Who knew there was a different thing? There's American roulette. So we were right, but that's it. So what happens? Can we take this, ungroup. Let's come over here. Can we grab that? Still can't grab that. Ungroup. There we go. That's what we want. So we want that. Copy that. Go back over to our boba dude. And again, we can hold down the control key. Let's actually group these together because we will forget. And then, what is it? Width is what? Oh, no. We'll just make Control C. Let's make the width this. Nope. Control A does not work in this text box. Nope. That's not what we want. So 3389. 3389. 3389. 3389. There we go. So we're going to delete this out. We're going to put this, and we have to layer it, so we have to move it back. So move layer. Let's let me add a new layer. Roulette wheel. Let's add that. So cut that. Roulette wheel. There we go. That's a new layer. And if we move this below, now we get our roulette wheel. So that actually worked. So now the question is, do we need to make them black and red, or we'll just say people know what they're doing. So there you go. Looks good enough for me. So if we do this, and now we want to export that out. So it's going to be File and Export PNG. We're doing selection, and we want the width to be, what is the width of our existing image that we have? Inspect this. And what is the width? So let's do 300. Let's just go 300 and call it a day. So width, let's do 320 by 310. Sounds good to me. Export as. We're going to throw this in our pictures area, and this was our scratch, I think is what we were doing. Scratch, and make a new folder. So this is bubble tea roulette. Okay, so this is going to be bubble tea roulette.png. That's great. Rah. And then if we come back over here, I bet you anything we can click here, double click on that, change the image by clicking there, and then if we come over here to our recent pictures, our scratch and our bubble tea roulette. Where's my image? Inkscape. Oh, because I have to press export. There she is. Does its upload. Ooh, what did it do? That is not what we wanted. So it's probably constrained by the height. What does that do? Nope. Nope. So we need to make it, what was that? Width. So height was, so is it the width that does it? Let's do width of 150. Width of 150. Export. Come back over here. Replace. Should be a new one. Should be a much smaller one. What's it doing? Width, nope. It shouldn't do that. It should be, what was our width? Width 150. 150. Our height was 145. 145. Oh. So let's actually make it back up to our 300. 300 to, let's make it 350, 350, 350, 339. 350, 339. 350, 339. I'm okay with that. Center it. You know what? At this point, I just need it done, so we're gonna call it a day. Okay, there we go. Close out of this, come back over here. The page, one of the cool things that Bubble does is as you're doing it and you click on refresh, it'll actually show you your changes in real time. There we go, rah. So we've got this, and now we need our three little, hey, what do you do? So we need to, that's actually pretty cool. What happens with what we're doing? So let's come back over here and edit for what we're doing. Because I got a typo, your favorite bubble tea. So we come over here. Favorite bubble tea. Okay. Every night from 5 to 7 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time, you'll be able to join other people in Australia to get your favorite bubble tea delivered to your door. Your door for just $2 a chance. Where delivery available and local laws permit. Because I don't think you can, maybe you can't do it everywhere, I don't know. Okay, so we have that. So the cool thing, so let's go ahead and just redeploy this and press refresh. We got our typo. Take a picture of this and send it to some people because I think it's hilarious. And before we go too much further, and again, if you're watching on the stream and you want to comment on anything to fix, just note it in the comments. Happy to make this a free think. We'll be able to do whatever. We're slowly making progress on what our goal is. I don't know if we hit the 5 o'clock deadline. But we'll at least have some socials on there. The next thing we can do is let's actually go ahead and make the email for what's going on. And we'll have to go ahead and pay for this. So let me think about where to put the MX records. So let's see if I go ahead and point the DNS to Green Geeks, and then when appropriate, I'll just do the C name. That'll automatically do all the emails, so that's what I'll do. So I'll come in here to Green Geeks, which again is my hosting, and so you don't see a whole bunch of my personal information. You get to see my silly mug right now. So let me just log in and do this couple things. I'll show you this quick little process. So we have two things to do. So number one is let's see. Just. We've got somebody in there. Delivered. We've got somebody watching from the UK, which is pretty cool. Hey there, Gold Zulu. No, you can't see my screen because my support ticket information is in there, and I don't want anybody going in and contacting these guys. But thanks for playing Gold Zulu there, which is pretty funny. All right, so our next goal is to, so now I can show per Gold Zulu. So with a add-on domain, what you're able to do is add-on domain. Gold Zulu now gets to see how my mind works as I'm doing this. So if we come over here and bubbletearoulette.com, BubbleTearoulette. I am going to totally mess that up sometime. So BubbleTeaRoulette, add domain. We don't need any FTPs or anything like that. And then the cool thing that we get to do next is create an email so we can sign up for Twitter. That's the big goal for what we're trying to do. Okay. So once we have that, we'll come over here and come to our email accounts. We'll create a new one, which is just going to be bubbletearoulette.com, info@bubbletearoulette, password, you can't see it. Let me just go ahead and do this. Unlimited, create that. Now we'll come back over, look at that Gold Zulu, and we'll see if it lets us keep that. Password documentation, and now the next thing is to go back over here to our, come back over here to our domain, and we'll go to our dashboard, and you see all the random ideas I have. Bubble roulette, so now we need to change the DNS, and it needs to match the straw challenge, which I don't remember what the DNS was, but we can figure it out together. So namecheap.com, and we'll just go manage on this one, account here, dashboard, domain list, and we will come over here for the bubble T roulette and manage it. Now we'll just copy and paste on the DNS, and so we change this from DNS to custom DNS. There we go. Green Geeks, love you guys. They do some pretty cool stuff with trying to be carbon neutral. We do that, rah, rah, rah. And now if we come over here and we come to our DNS entries, I don't think it'll take that long. And then the next thing we need to do is probably change the, let's go ahead and pay for bubble because I think this one's going to work. So, so let's go ahead and bubble, just air it out. Well, that's great. Uh-oh, 23 minutes. Can we make some of this happen? So there's a big lag. Amazing. Hide your ideas. Nah, I'm not that good with the ideas. It's the execution that does it, Gold Zulu. Okay, so we'll come over here, FAQs. So that's what we call a reusable element. So to change that menu, we have to come up here to the page, and they've got this reusable header element. So that's actually where we do it. So we don't need that, although we could create something. We don't need the bubble form. Wonder what they're doing. So it's a link, so it goes out, and FAQs, are they doing external URL? So we don't need those two. And then the sign up or log in, what do they have that one doing? Start when the sign up or log in is checked. We're actually going to hide this for right now. Let the user log out, show login pop-up. We're actually going to hide this. So we come back over here, and let's, it's not visible on page load. That's okay with me. But let's go ahead and let's put something over it, but instead it says get access. And what we need to do is now create a pop-up. Where's their pop-up? Sign in pop-up. So they've got that. So can I duplicate that? Let's see, sign in pop-up. Can I duplicate that? The answer is I don't know. Sign in pop-up A, sure, copy. Can I duplicate? Right click, copy. Let's just go to the header. What if I click back over here? Header, close out of that. Paste it. Nope. I don't get that. Okay, well, well, what happened? So, oh, because now so that's also a reusable element. Well, we're not going to do that. So I'm going to come over here. I'm going to delete that out. Well, I didn't even mean to delete it. I'm going to come over here, and I'm going to do a pop-up that asks for the user's, why wouldn't it let me, oh, where did that go? Pop-up A, so this is the capture email, and what we're going to do there, if it lets me, well, let's put some text. Great. You're one step closer to your boba, your $2 bubble tea. Okay, so we've got that. And let's make it body copy. Let's make it a header because they probably have a H2 dark. Great. And let's grab an input element. Let's see what nothing from Gold Zulu in a while, but we need to grab something called an input, and this is going to be their email. So your email for your email, initial contact. So, and then, yep, that's great, that's fine. Format is going to be an email, should not be empty. The input is disabled. Nope, that's fine. And now we need a button. So if we come over here with a button, ooh, that's weird. Where's my button? So I just added a button, button C. Ooh, that's interesting. It's all white, but we don't want that. Outline button? What is that? Button C. Button C, get access? Nope, that's up there. Button C. Let's see. Submit email. Okay. Appearance, outline button, secondary button. Why can't I see the button? Submit button. I think we've got an issue. Is it behind it? But it should be in the group. So Go Zulu, the little challenge I'm doing is for Australia only. So they won't actually, if you caught something, you actually, if you grabbed something, you couldn't, I couldn't actually count you as a success, which is really sad if you ask me. But we can rise up and tell them that we should. Hello, where's my button? Button, submit email. It says hello. Is it behind there? No, they wouldn't do that to me, would they? Let's come up here. Elements tree, submit. Oh, that's what it is. So it's not in the pop-up. So this needs to be, can I, where's my capture email, submit button, can I move it? Right click, bring to front. There it is. Let's delete it. Capture email, we'll click there, add a button to here. There we go. Get access. There we go. Perfect. Okay. See, sometimes you don't know where it puts stuff, which is, so let's make that pretty. You're one step closer to your $2 bubble tea. Sounds great to me. Perfect. So get access, so we'll do this. And then once we do that, we need a workflow, and the first thing we need to do is we need to create a data type, which is a sign up. So, and this is, we're going to give it a email address field, and that's an email, which is probably going to be text. That's okay. And that's fine. And so what you actually do, which is pretty cool, whenever we click that, you can now say, hey, whenever somebody clicks that, we create a thing, and it says create a new sign up, and we say the field email is equal to that input your email's value that we just did, which is pretty cool. And then we need to say one other thing is we need to make something show or hide. So there's a hide an element, and we want our pop-up that we had, our capture email pop-up, to go away. And then what we may do is come back over here, and if we create another item in this header, which is going to be, so if we come over here and we add another, can we do an alert? I think we can do alert. Alert. I've never dealt with an alert, but I think we can figure it out together. Floating group, alert, alert. There we go. Actually, what we should do is get them to share that they did that. So we're going to come over here. We're actually going to put another pop-up. Another pop-up that says, with some text, congrats, you're in. Ooh, and it did it in the wrong place again. Delete. So we want to bring this text. Ooh, that's funny. So we're going to click on this text. Make sure it's not coming over here. That's interesting. So this is pop-up B. We click on pop-up B, put the text. It's still trying to go in the back element. Why is it doing that? Oh, that's weird. Congrats. You're in. We will email you tomorrow with next steps. And then it'd be cool. Let's put a GIF in with next steps. And then we can say, so let's do that one. Let's see. Sharing is caring, because that's what we need people to do. Let's give this an H2 dark. Sharing is caring. Congrats, you're in. You're in. Sharing is, and let's put a, can I put a GIF there? Or let's do our click to tweet, which I did this. We did this yesterday, so we'll try to do it again. Actually, let's go ahead and create our social. All right, so let me check on the videos. Okay, bye. No delivery to the UK. You're not adding steps, I think. Okay. Okay, so let's see what we have going on here. So let's go back and open up our email and see if we can come over here and our info at bubble T, check email, rah, that's great. Webmail to make us do this. Open my inbox, that's great. Gives us some information on how to connect. And then the next thing we want to do is let's go ahead and sign up for our Twitter account. Twitter.com, which this is going to be our boba let's see if we can create one. Manage accounts, add an existing account. That's an existing account, so how do you sign up for a new account? You can add up to 5 accounts, learn more. Okay, well, let's just do twitter.com and let's sign up for this process. And let's see what magic we can make happen. And I need to plug in my phone because it's about to die. And I've got stuff too. Okay, so let's sign up. And Bubble Tea Roulette. Phone number. I don't want you all to see mine, but so. Use email instead. Info at bubbletearoulette.com. It's going to give us a verification code. Let me go there real quick to our email. Refresh. Make sure it doesn't end up in junk. Sometimes emails take a second to be popped in, but I'll put this back on as we come back over and wait. And come back over here. Let's see if anybody's tweeting at us. Whatever. Refresh. Come on, computer. All right, there we go. Come back over here. Thank you, internet. Where were we creating that? Don't tell me that I just, oh, it was in an incognito. Next. Password. Don't worry, you don't get to see that. Like a profile picture. Ah, now we get to reuse our, we get to use our roulette photo. Look at that. Apply. Everybody loves boba tea. The U plus $2 equals plus our roulette will bubble tea to your door. So we're gonna start. Is tomorrow the 1st? I think so. What is how many days in August? 31. Starting. Oh, what happened? Edit, redo. Edit, redo. Where'd my U plus bubble tea to your door. U plus $2 plus 15 friends equal our reward. Okay, there's our Twitter account, and now we have 5 minutes before we can start doing something. And we're going to come over here back to our bubble, and we're going to come back over to our tweet. Actually, can we switch accounts? Will this service let us do that? Click, can't click. Log out. Let's try this. Sign in with Twitter. Oh, I don't want that account. I want a different account. Why can't I do that? Well, let's just go back over here and what is it? Click-to-tweet.com. 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 Let's go ahead and sign up and see what magic we can make happen. Sign in with Twitter. Authorize that. So here's what we're going to do is we are going to nope, we don't want to do that. I'm getting early access to bubble tea roulette. Bubble tea for $2 to my door with friends. You should join too. Bubble tea roulette.com. Let's do that. Whatever. No, we don't want to do that. Embed tweet. Click there, and then if we come down here, grab that. And now if we come back over here to bubble, which is here, we should be able to add some HTML, which is going to go here, which goes there. And what happens if we do this? And then we need to put an icon on there that lets people close out. We want an X. Close. Do that. Yep, that's good. Let's actually put that right there. Yep. And so we come over here and then we start. And then add an action. We want to hide an element, which is the pop-up B, I think is what we called it. But let's come back over to the design. Yeah, it's there. Yep, that's pop-up B. Let's see what happens if we... Okay, can I do anything else with this? Because I don't like how big that is, and do they have a smaller one? It's really big. Actually, I like that one better. Big code. Why can't I change the size? That would be... No, let's come back over here. Double click on this, do that. Cool. Close out of that. So I guess we need to make it higher and bigger. Why wouldn't it do that? And make this bigger. Jesus. Love to make that much smaller. So let's make that bigger. Okay, click to tweet, there we go. Move these over to the left. Perfect. Okay, so whenever they click on that, that goes away, which makes me think that now whenever they do the capture email, we need a, just like on pop-up B, we've got this. We come back over here to our capture email. We need to let them exit out of that. And then whenever we do this, there's going to be an edit workflow, which is going to be to hide the element, which is going to be the capture email element. Cool, so let's test this out. So get a notification, bubble tea roulette. Let's see what happens. Why isn't my little button up there? Oh, I know why. Because I didn't tell it to. So as we come over here to our header, and we had a little button there, but the button is going to be the button get access, and we have to turn it on, and it's visible on page load. And once we do this, let's make sure no one's on our chat. Say for Aussies, I think 5 accounts can link to a Twitter account. No other way. But no, I didn't use it. I didn't have to use a phone account. I just authenticated through email. Okay, so let's test it out. Get access. Oh, that one's not working. Why are you not working? Let's figure it out. So we actually have two get access buttons. Why do we have two get access? Oh, that's the get access pop. Oh, there we go. So let's grab the other one. Get access. So I bet you anything that if we click on this one, we didn't do the workflow on this one, which is to tell it to show an element, which is the pop-up, the sign-in pop-up. And once we refresh here, get access should pop up now. Ooh, that's a sign up. That's not what I wanted it to do. Why did it do that? Oh, because I did the capture email pop-up is the one I want. That's why I didn't do that. Get access. There we go. Let's do info plus test 001 at bubble t hello at example.com. Get access. There we go. And now if we come back over to our data and we do our sign up, we come over here to our app data and all signups, we should now have our hello example. Perfect. So now we have a way to capture. We don't have to do anything with emailing that person just yet. We're just going to put some feelers out and see what happens. So now we have our domain. The next thing to do is we need to go ahead and pay for this, and we're just going to go ahead and move it up from a hobby account to a personal account. We don't need that much stuff. Gives us logs, one recurring app, that's fine. $29 a month. We're just going to keep it for a month, so I really don't care. Do you want to modify the plan to, yep, I'm okay with this as a learning exercise. If it turns out we want to do something else with it, we can. Your card doesn't support this purchase. What does that mean? Well, let's see what that means. Go to your account page for, okay, so I'm going to switch off so you don't see my wonderful credit card information. And click on, which I know Gold Zulu, you want my credit card, but there we go. So you don't get it. Sorry about that. Update credit card. Let's do this. There we go. It's going to ask me for the CCV, which I do not remember. There we go. Put that in there. Card confirm. It's been updated. That's great. Now let's come back to our settings, and now you can see how this process works. So we're going to make it go personal. We get SSL, all that great stuff. Confirm that. It's been updated, and now it's going to ask us what, now we have the opportunity to give it its own domain. So we're going to make the public bubbletearoulette.com point to this. So we want bubbletearoulette, ROULETT.com. Set up this domain. The domain Bubble Tea has the name Bubble Tea in it, which does not comply with our brand guidelines. Oh. Let's reach out to support. Oh, it's going to want email. Damn. I'm not going to have to make it Boba Tea Roulette. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Oh, come on, guys. Our brand guidelines. Yeah, we don't want to, please don't use the name Bubble in your company, product, team, domain name, whatever. Please don't use the bubble. I don't want to use it. Bubble tea. It's bubble tea, guys. Let's see. Let me. Oh, that's sad. Okay, so. Let me see if. I wonder if they'll let me. Bubble tea roulette. Well, this is the way this goes. So let's see if. Let me just write a quick email to them and see if they respond. This may not work out how we want. And see what happens. So support at bubble.io. Help domain name with bubble in it. Hey team, just had a gotcha that is not what I expected. I'm doing a rapid build of a version of this. But instead focused on bubble tea. You know, the great Asian tea with little tapioca pearls in it. But I just paid and now I can't paid to connect a domain, and now it is saying that I can't use the word bubble. Bubble is bubble tea. This is just a quick 1 month project. Is there any way we can get it approved to be used for this showcase of how bubble works, how to move fast building sites? Let's do it. Building solutions with no code tools. Thanks, Daniel. I'm not a bubble consultant or anything like that, just someone trying to make a fun website for people to get bubble tea. Thanks. Goal is to let is known around the world and is a drink and not a software program. All right. Oh, that sucks. So what do we do? Okay, that's fast. Every day, what time is it? And so it's we won't get back for a while. So maybe I have to do another quick WordPress site, which I really don't want to do, but I guess. That sucks. All right. so with this, okay. All right. So the next one, so I guess if we do, they're going to have to respond, or else we can't do it on Bubble, which would really suck because I wanted to show how cool Bubble could work with it, unless we. So we can either do it with boba tea roulette, but the marketing doesn't support boba in Australia. Everybody calls it bubble tea. So we need them to come through. Okay. All right, so Gold Zulu, you're saying ditch the domain, but the word bubble tea is got good, yeah, it's got good search engine for Australia because that's what we did first on the Zoom. Okay, so let me think. Okay, so let's just stand up another WordPress site like what we did before, which is not what I want to do. But this is because I want to get some marketing activities out there. So actually, let's actually start the marketing activity. So let's actually come back to our Twitter and let's edit. We've temporarily limited some of your account features. What happened? In order to make Twitter as safe as possible, to full access, pass a Google CAPTCHA. Okay, are you a robot? Not to the best of my knowledge, I'm not. Select all the squares with stairs. Verify. Thank you, I'm not a robot. Ah, there we go. The Gold Zulu, he's probably making that happen where he wants my phone number, but I'm smart. And let's just tell them we're going to tell them to DM us for access, and we'll do it that way. So, which sort of sucks. Not what we wanted to do, but we learned something today that we did not want. All right, so Gold Zulu, there you still don't have my phone number. So there we go. So here's our experiment. We are going to, this is a technique that I use whenever I create a Twitter account or people I want to follow. I create lists of people, and something interesting that happens is whenever somebody adds you to a list, the user gets a notification on their phone, and they get it on their email or whatever system that they have. So what we're going to do one last check to see what our profile looks like. So we're going to come over here probably to the, they switch it like every other time. So let's come back up here. Let's click on our profiles, zero tweets. Bubble tea to your door. You not only start a show. Get King, get access. Get King, get access by sending us a DM. DM us. Okay. So let's just see if we do it. Okay, so now we've got that. There's the, let's actually put that sooner. And the last thing that we need to do, DM us for access. DM for access. Can't do it. So we can come over here. Let's delete those out. For ACCESS. Oh, so we need one more space. Do I have a random space anywhere? Starting, oh, I've got 2 spaces right there. Perfect. There we go. And we'll do, oh, we also need a header image. So if anybody uses Canva, Canva's a pretty cool tool. So we're going to come over here and new tab. We're going to go to Canva. We're going to create what's called a Twitter hero image. And we're just going to put our quick information just like we have it in there. So we're going to do Twitter header. Make this really easy. We're going to do blank. And whenever we come over here, let's grab our information here and add this. So we're going to come over here and our uploads. We want to come over here and we want to grab our most recent, it's in our pictures. And I may have to take a break because that little bubble thing, oh, that kills me. We were so close on that. So bubble tea roulette. Here's our nice little image. We're going to do that, bring it into Canva. Oh, how sucky. Why did they do that to us? So, okay, so now that we have this, we'll have this, and can we paste our text? There we go. That's what we had. Let's up it to 21. Let's see. So let's do this a couple different ways. So let's just copy this, paste it a couple times. Let's make DM for access, whatever, right there. Let's make this bigger. Bubble tea to your door. Let's make it left align. I don't like centered. Okay. Doesn't look overly interesting, but whatever. DM for access. So what we're going to do here is we're going to make this DM for access. And the other thing we have is nightly. So we know what's going on there. Do this. What was this one? 32. So we'll make this one 32. There we go. Nightly. And let's so 32. There we go. Good enough for oh, you can't see the word night. There we go. Move this over. There we go. All right, so let's download this PNG. That's fine. Rah. Yeah, but I could use Webflow, but I've never used Webflow. So the big thing that I'm concerned about is I actually want to create the spinning roulette wheel and where people can pay and bubble, and I've never done that in Webflow. So it's just an increased learning curve, which I really don't want to do. But now we have this. We have our Twitter hero image, edit profile, click here, and it's going to be in our downloads, DM for access, apply. So now here's our experiment that we're going to run is if we create some list of people, so your list, we're going to do bubble tea lovers Melbourne, bubble tea lovers that are keen for $2 bubble tea via nightly brew. Okay, there we go. So now let's grab a picture of Melbourne, and let's see. So add a new page. Let's come back over here. Let's grab a picture of Melbourne. Photos 139. That's great. Melbourne City, perfect. Let's download that one. T-Roulette, great. And now let's come back over to Canva. Let's take this photo. That's a massive photo, which the upload should take forever on that. Let's go ahead and do the same thing for the other capital cities. So Townsville. No, Townsville, Brisbane. That's a good one. So let's download it. Let's do Sydney, although Melbourne we may not be able to do anything with. Sydney, just because of the COVID lockdown right now. Any good iconic photos? Good enough for me. Download. Great. Let's do Adelaide. I don't think I spelled the word Adelaide correctly, so let's do Australia. Let's see. That's Perth. We get to do them. And then Canberra. Can't spell the word Adelaide, but okay. Not been there, so I'm guessing that's what it looks like. But let's see what happens. Okay, so now after we do these real fast, so now we're going to, can I upload multiple files? That is the question. Downloads, Adelaide, Parliament, Brisbane. So we come back over here to, over here, upload. We'll let these go. Let's see what our buddy Gold Zulu is telling us to do. A list for every city. Yeah, so here's the theory about how we may be able to do this. So instead of going out and following people, so we can do that too, but I want to let them know that we're targeting their city, and this is what we're doing. So they'll get up to 3 notifications from us, which should be pretty cool whenever we're doing it. So it's just a little growth hack that you can get people starting to follow you because they get a notification. They get multiple notifications whenever you do something, and then we can see where they are, and if they bubble or talk about something, we can respond to them. So it's actually pretty cool. Okay, so now we've got them. Why won't that? We're unable to upload. You might be logged out, or the Canvas servers are busy. Shouldn't be busy. So let's go ahead and let's add this one. And I don't remember which city that is. That is Brisbane, I believe. But let's go back and see. Nope, that's not Brisbane. Which one do we have? Well, it's Adelaide. Oh no, that's Melbourne. Okay, so let's come back over here to So there we go. So now we get to add a quick little element of a square and make it into a rectangle, which it won't let us do. And then we're going to make it, we're going to do some text that is actually, yeah, we can do that. Add a heading, so this is going to be Mailroom Bubble Tea Lovers. Okay, so once we have that, great. Maybe we need to do a dating site or something like that. That would be hilarious. And then we come back over here, we drag this, and let's change the transparency on this a little bit and bring it down so people can see it. And now we just copy it and we change out the city names. So what's the next city? So this is, let's do Brisbane. Brisbane skyline at dusk. So we come back over here, Brisbane, so we need to delete this one at, wait, what happens if we do this? Will it automatically replace? No, well, that's sad. So let's do this, whatever. Come back, so that's Brisbane, Brisbane. Let's copy that one. No, that wasn't Brisbane, was it? Brisbane skyline at dusk, was that it? No, wrong one. That was Perth. Whoops, that would have been awkward. So this one is Perth. Perth. And then that one's still uploading. That's Melbourne. That is, this one's Brisbane. So we do that, delete that one out. Delete that. Okay, and then layer wise, we need to right click on this and send to back. Brisbane Bubble Tea Lovers. Perfect. People love the bridge. Let's copy this one. And now we need to do that one's Sydney. So let's delete that out. Let's add Sydney. Not the best photo, but you know what, it works. Right click, send to back. There we go. Sydney Bubble Tea Lovers. And then who are we missing? Adelaide. Which one is that one? Okay, so that's the one with the big round thing in it, which is cool. Which did that one upload? It's still uploading. So let's do Canberra, I believe. CNBR. Let's make sure I spelled that right. Canberra, I did. Perfect. So now I have Canberra Bubble Tea Lovers, and we need to delete that one out and add the picture of Parliament there. And they'll get the picture of it. It's the best we can do. And right click and send to back. So Canberra, and then Adelaide is still coming. So, well, let's just go ahead and proceed for what we have. So we want to do pages 2 through 6 of a download. So download this, pages, and we can download them all because it'll zip them all together. So we'll do that. There we go. All right. So now we have our our zipped folder. So now what we'll do is for each one of the lists, we'll come in here and make them and we'll populate them. And probably what I'll have is my virtual assistant go in there tomorrow and just add a whole bunch of people, message people, add them to list and whatnot. So that would be, that's probably what I'll do. Okay. All right, so this one is Melbourne, so which we may not hit and target because of the COVID restrictions. So bubble tea Melbourne. So let's go ahead and which one did we want? There we go. Come back over here. There's the folder, apply. Oh man. You have to crop it? Oh. Apply. I don't want, can I escape out of that? Create a list. Why would it show you that? Create a list. Okay, so 2 I think is Melbourne. Apply. You gotta be fucking kidding me. Oh, I see what it's doing. So let's do this. Yep, there's our header image, and then it wants a little list too. That's fine. Bubble tea lovers Melbourne, and I got rid of that. People that want great bubble tea for as little as $2 delivered to your door. Okay, so let's try this out. So there's our new list. There's no one in there. Now let me show you how this process works and then we will see what happens. So in Twitter, one of the things you can do is if you come over here and search and you search for bubble tea, it'll bring up results from everywhere in the world. And I mean, look at it. Like there's people that 5 seconds ago, well, that's in their handle. But if you just keep on looking, bubble tea is finished before it even started, so people love it. But if you want to get geographic centered, you type in near, N-E-A-R, a colon, and then an airport code like MEL, and that's the so if we come over here and we do the latest, 42 seconds, an hour ago, where do you get bubble tea supplies? So let's actually click on this person, click here, add to list. Actually, here's the, that was weird. Did you see that? List, bubble tea lovers here. Oh, that was their list. Okay, never mind, sorry. I just confused myself. Click here, add a remove list. So again, they are in Melbourne, which is pretty cool. Let's add them to that list. And actually, if you want to see how it looks, if we do, let's actually go to my personal profile and you can see what happens. So Daniel Johnson. And if we come to this one and we click here and we say add a remove from list and we add them here, a couple things happen. Now my personal account, I should get a phone notification if it matches how they used to have it. That's Adelaide is still loading, but let me, so I should get a no response from Bubble yet, but that's okay. So let's come over here. I should get a notification on my personal one that says Bubble Tea Roulette added you to their list. So they get it, and I bet you anything that if I go to my phone right now, I should get a notification and you get an email. So they get 3 hits from it, which is pretty cool, and it's cheap, and it's basically free if you can find the person and what they're doing. So yep, so if we click over here, notification, bubble tea, there we go. Let's look on the phone and see what it has. I think it should give you a notification. So cool. So now we just need to repeat this process and see what people do. So let's come over here to, let's search for bubble tea near Melbourne. And let's come up to accounts. So account bubble tea, see, you have to get the spacing right. Professional sleeper, bubble tea haven, have no idea what it is. Sometimes the bubble tea accounts will be on there, like the restaurants and everything. You just have to find them. But if we come over here to this, we see what this conversation is. Lactose, rah, milk-based fruit, kind of like bubble tea. So they're saying it's like bubble tea, but not. So we do that. Do yourself both. So we can actually come over here, do this, click on them. They're in Melbourne. Click here. Bubble. This may be a fake account because is that Cardi B? So do that. And it's just this process. You just keep on finding people and what they're doing. The Sphere Agency and Showcase, so they love Tea Alive, which is pretty cool. Found out that walking doesn't, okay, so they click, so can I click on them to add, oh, that makes it easier. Melbourne, there we go. Add or remove for list. And thank you, whoever entered these. Yeah, I just. And we can come over here and be like, do we have a fun way to get bubble tea to your door? Watch out. Coming soon. And now our goal is just to interact with people and see if we can do something. Bubble Tea Bird has no idea what that is. Lockdown bubble tea at, all right, so they're getting bubble, see, this person is in isolation in Melbourne and they want it. So, all right, so this is the process. Chat is never allowed near my, and let's just see what people do. So bubble tea, let's add them to a list. And yeah, this is the process. So we'll just go ahead and duplicate it for the different services that are out there, or the different cities that are out there, which should be pretty cool if we do it. So, okay, so that's what it is. So I'm going to task this out to my virtual assistant to see if we can do something with it and get that process started, and hopefully Bubble will come back with us pretty soon. It looks like, I think if we glance at their emails, that they definitely, where is it? If we click over to the Hotmail support, so nothing there. Let's check our junk email, nothing there. Somebody's checking out our website. So there we go. All right, so I think I'm going to call it a day and do some work in the background to continue adding people to our Twitter list. Keep in mind that the straw challenge is still available. So if you want to give $1, $5, something like that, I guess I need to make a $5 option or something like that for the donation. Feel free to, but we're going to continue building in public. And the big thing to realize is that as we encounter certain items like what we did with the with the bubble name. Things always don't go out to plan, which is fine. It happens, but that's just what you deal with. So hopefully, fingers crossed, Bubble will let us do that, and they'll say, oh, well, you're not actually trying to make like bubbleconsultingagency.com or something like that, but Bubble Tea is definitely different than Bubble. So that's about all I have. So let's see what magic we can have happen. And I've got a pretty full-on week, but our big goal is to sell something, and maybe it'll be these little packets of the straws that are made out of bamboo. That's the real goal. And I'll see if I can figure out a way to get them to some other countries, maybe the US or the UK or something like that. But that doesn't count against my metrics. It'd make a pretty cool story. So that's all I got.